Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I haven't made a video in so long because I have just been going through it. Like, when I say I've been going through it, like all my days, like so much has happened, yeah, that I can't even, like, I can talk about it, but it's one of the ones where I just like wanna stop dwelling on the past in it. But obviously, like, I feel much better. I just woke up, that's why I'm like this, like literally, like, okay, literally just woke up. So that's why I look tired. Like, I'm good though. But yeah, so yeah, like, I made a video in time. Obviously, man's been on social media and everything, and I just feel like a lot of people are forcing YouTube. Like, it's not for everyone. Well, yeah, it's not for everyone. Like, obviously with me, if you have seen, like, made my first YouTube video in like 2015, I think, and then my channel got more, what do you call it, like, not exposure, but it got more views than that when I was like 16, and you know, the baiting out sketch thing was out, and when I was ranting about Latoya forever, that was funny. That was so funny because everyone was at me. The thing is, like, obviously now, when it comes to Latoya, like, people, I, you know, I got some messages, yeah, and people were like, oh, you should do another rant about Latoya, but I have nothing to say about her. Like, literally, like, I watch her not as consistently as I used to. Like, I don't really have that many favourite YouTubers. Honestly, my favourite YouTubers now are probably, oh my god, Miss R, is it Miss R Fabulous? Her, because she's just like, she's just funny. Like, you see when someone's just funny, like, she's just funny. Her, Nella Rose, 100%. Oh my god, like, Nella Rose is funny as hell. Like, and the thing is, when it comes to YouTube, yeah, like, it takes me a lot to laugh from someone from YouTube, because it's like, I feel like everyone's doing the exact same thing or whatever. So Miss R Fabulous, Nella Rose, Jamie and Nikki have always been my favourite YouTubers. Like, I absolutely love them. I think that's it. They're like my top 3 favourites, honestly. Like, but I just feel like, obviously, yeah, so I made that round about Latoya forever. I was getting messages and people were like, yo, what do you think about her now? Is she make another video? Honestly, I F with what Latoya's doing. When I made that video, I was just like, oh yeah, she's just like, you know, doing things for the camera or whatever with her friends. Like, she needs to focus on her family type shit. I mean, boy, that got like 90k views on that video. It's pretty funny. But obviously now it's just like, she's doing so well for herself. Like, she's moved to Atlanta, she got a lovely house, like, she's literally just focusing on her and her family. Like, that's the main thing. And that's the thing, it's like, not even with her, but a lot of YouTubers, I feel like they do things for views even when they have families, and it's just like, bro, focus on your family. Like, social media, you can't come and kill yourself because of social media. And that's like with a lot of people as well. I just feel like a lot of people are doing things for social media instead of actually thinking about themselves and thinking about how things will, like, affect them in the future. Like, especially when it comes to, you know, like, image. Like, a lot of people do things for image, for social media, but they just neglect themselves, and it's just so mad and sad to see, because it's just like, my guy, like, you're doing the most, like, you're doing the absolute most. Like, me, like, I don't give a shit. Like, I honestly don't care. Like, obviously, like, with YouTube, I never started to blow. I never started YouTube to become something big on here. Like, honestly, like, I was interested in it. My first video, I was talking about my nails and what I like and my interest and whatever. So I was pretty interested in it only because people were like, yeah, you would be sick on YouTube or whatever. So I was like, boom, I'll do it. But as I got older and I was making videos, I was just like, do you know what? It's a thing where it's fun, but I'm not going to take it serious at all. My channel just had an audience, I guess. And I got recognised a lot because of it. But now I just feel like people are doing it just because they think it's an easy and quick way to blow. And it's just so forced. Like, a lot of people on YouTube have fake ass personalities, yeah, and do the most and say the most and pretend to be someone who they're not. And when you see them in person, they're a complete opposite. And it's just like, where's the same energy you have on YouTube when someone sees you in person? Like, you don't have the same energy. Stop forcing it. That's why I say, like, YouTube's not for everyone. Like, obviously everyone has something that they're good at in it, but people think, and especially with me being in the whole creative industry, like, obviously I DJ, and I've seen so much, people think DJing is so easy. People think that, yeah, a few transitions, a few sound effects, and boom, they're the next big thing. And the most irritating thing about it is that, like, I must have tweeted, are you a sick DJ, or I can't speak, are you a sick DJ, or do you just know the right people? And what I mean by that is just like, a lot of DJs I know, or not know, but I've heard of or I've seen, they're shit. They're shit. But because of who they are, they're blowing. I'm not saying I'm the best DJ. I have a lot to learn still. Like, I'm barely confident using CDJs. Like, I have a lot to learn still, but I do think I am pretty good. I've been told by a lot of people who are higher up than me or whatever, you know, they've given me support, they've told me what to do, they said they see something in me, like a lot of people, do you know what I mean? And it's just like, I feel like a lot of people do think that DJing is just an easy way to blow and get your name out there. Like, people think, obviously when it comes to DJing, you need to have good music taste, so that's the main thing. But there's so much more that comes with that. Like, you can't just be putting two songs together, putting a sound effect between each transition and thinking that you're the next big thing. Obviously, some sound effects do sound lit with, like, when transitioning, but you just need to know how to do it and how to fade out songs and, like, crossfade and all that shit. Like, it's just so much more. There's so much terminology, so much equipment, there's so much things you need to do. Like, you can't just have a laptop and decks and just think, alright, boom, that's it. Like, you need to be so confident within the decks itself. Like, a laptop is just a bonus, but learning how to use decks within itself is just amazing. Like, it's the best thing ever, and I just feel like so many people are forcing it, and it's just so irritating to see. And even with YouTube, it's just like, obviously I was never taking it serious anyways, but obviously as my channel was getting more views, like, I have some people even ask me about YouTube to say, like, why did I stop doing it? Like, I was getting money from YouTube, and I was only like 16, so I'll blew that money quick, but I was getting money from YouTube, and it's just like, I don't know, like, I don't even know why I really stopped making videos like that, but it's never like I stopped because I didn't want to make videos, but I just stopped because I was just trying to focus on other things as well, not just this. And I don't know, like, obviously it kind of put me off seeing other people forcing the whole YouTube life. It put me off making videos, and it should have never really put me off, but it did for some reason. And even with DJing, it's like, with DJing, it's a thing where there are certain female DJs in London that I get compared to, right? Especially black female DJs. I don't really like being labelled as a female DJ. Obviously, I am a female who DJs, but, I mean, when you see boys, they're not labelled as male DJs, do you know what I mean? So it's just like, when it comes to DJing, obviously, it's mainly, like, male-dominated, like, it's a male-dominated field or whatever. So it's like, when they see a girl who DJs, it's suddenly shocking or whatever. So it's just like, I always get compared to other DJs in London, and it's just so irritating. It's like, bro, we're all grinding for the same thing. But there are a lot of DJs who don't know what they're doing. that pisses me the heck off, because it's like, my guy, like, you don't, like, you're clueless in what you're doing. You're just doing this because you have a name for yourself, and they're the people who blow. Like, I could honestly name DJs who are sick. Okay, do you know, I'll probably miss out a few in it. Triple A, he's my, oh god, this guy, sorry. Basically, you see when you gel your hair with it, when you do that little swoop thing where it's like swoop. Yeah. So if it's sticking up, I'm sorry in it. But Triple A, he's one of the best DJs I know. Honest to God, he's one of the best. Like, he's my G. Like, he's my guy. Like, he's my bro. Like, he's my guy. Like, he's my guy. Triple A, Selector Suave, DJ Tobes, DJ M's, me, of course, bitch. Uncle K. Uncle K is my brother. If you guys didn't know, a lot of people know Uncle K. He's Twitter bait, whatever. Oh my god, it's Uncle K. Oh my god, your Uncle K's sister. And this is another thing as well, actually. Obviously, me and my brother, we both had an interest in DJing. I never really knew until I started DJing, and then he told me. So I keep playing my hair a lot. It's really long and it's soft and, you know, sharp. I'm going to link you guys where I got this hair from, by the way, because, woo, child, Sandra really plugs me. Guys, look, I need to stop getting, like, distracted when I'm talking, because it's really bad. Like, I think, just, retarded. But yeah, I'll talk about the hair at the end, innit? But, yeah, so obviously my brother's Uncle K. He DJs as well. If you don't know him, thank God, because a lot of people do know him. So when I see someone who doesn't know him, or when I find out someone doesn't know him, I'm happy. So he DJs, I DJ. I started DJing before him, and then he started taking it very serious this year. Obviously, it's a thing where, because he is more known than me, he's more bait than me, but, you know, apparently I'm very bait now as well. But it's like I always get compared to him, and I'm always referred to... I'm always, like, I'm known as Uncle K's little sister. I have a bloody name, my guy. My name's Rashidaaa, Opiemi. I ain't gonna say my last name. And another thing as well, guys, okay, boom. So, I'm funny that this is what happens when you leave YouTube for a long time. I just hear waffling. Alright, so people are wondering where did Rashidaaa come from. Boom. Alright, here we go. I'm gonna tell you guys a quick story in it. Rashidaaa is my actual name. Okay, I'm showing my birth certificate, but I ain't trying to prove anything to you guys. I don't care if you don't believe me. Rashidaaa is my actual name. Okay, my dad is Muslim. My dad's name is Rashid, right? When I was born, my mum put my mum's middle name is Opiemi. She put my name as Opiemi Rashidaaa. My dad now changed it to Rashidaaa Opiemi. Obviously, as I was growing up, I was in and out of hospital a lot, and they were obviously calling me Rashidaaa. So I was thinking, who the hell is Rashidaaa? That's not me. That's my middle name. That's not my first name. And obviously, I'm not close to my dad, so I kind of didn't want to be called a name that he gave me. So yeah, so obviously I was like, fam, who's Rashidaaa? And then my mum was like, yeah, that's your actual first name. I was like, you've catfished me. Thanks. So yeah, so that's where Rashidaaa came from. Like, my name's always been Rashidaaa, but obviously as I was growing up, I kind of like ended up really liking the name. Obviously I'm still not close to my dad at all, but I really do like the name Rashidaaa. So yeah, I just literally went by the name Rashidaaa, and now people call me Rashidaaa. Some people still call me Opiemi, because obviously as I was growing up, like in secondary school and that, my name was Opiemi. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, I feel like now I'm more known as Rashidaaa. Like, a lot of people do call me Rashidaaa. It's only the people that I grew up with from secondary school call me Opiemi, but I don't really talk to anyone from secondary school. So yeah, so that's where Rashidaaa came from. So anyways, yeah, so I'm always getting compared to my brother, and people are like, oh, who's a better DJ of you two? Like, bro, there's no competition. His genre, his taste or whatever is mainly South African house, funky house, whatever. I mix UK music, US music together, two genres together. obviously he's learning that, and I really like funky house, so obviously like it's a thing where he has more of a following, so he's obviously gonna get more opportunities than me. But it's a thing where like I made a name, like I was working hard before people found out that I was Uncle K's little sister. I was working hard before people, like, I was networking basically before people knew I was Uncle K's little sister. And then when people started to find out, that's obviously when I got more, like, followers on Twitter and that. And yeah, my followers have just gone up bears for some reason. But yeah, like, I don't ever want to be compared to my brother. Like, we're both as sick as each other. Like, we both help each other. He teaches me so many things. He's the one who, honestly, like, we really do encourage one another. And that's one thing I love about having a sibling who DJs, is that we encourage each other and support each other. And obviously, because he has a big following, I take it to my advantage, and he always promotes my mixes. Our mixes do get more attention, and I've got, you know, I'm not going to say I've got more opportunities because of him, because most opportunities are from my friends or from people who just DM me saying that they listen to my mix. But he does help me so much, and, you know, he has encouraged me to keep going, and, like, always saying how sick I am, and just teaching me new things. Like, he taught me how to beat match, he taught me how to use a jog wheel properly, like, he's taught me how to use a, like, tempo range stick thingy on the actual decks instead of changing it on my laptop. Like, he's taught me so much. Like, I've encouraged him to keep pushing and, like, do sets, and, like, I always try to go to his sets if I can, and it's just like I don't ever want to be compared to him. Like, the only thing is, with siblings, that's it. But we both DJ, and I feel like you don't really see siblings who DJ, so it's just like, especially with such a huge age gap. Like, he's 8 years older than me. I just turned 20 yesterday. Like, he's 8 years older than me. Sorry, and it's just like, I just think it's sick. Like, I honestly think it's sick. I don't ever want to be compared, and we're both gonna blow, we're both gonna do a good job, like, we're both here to help each other. So it's just annoying when people are like, oh my god, sorry, the camera's really annoying me the way it is. Oh shit, I thought I stopped the video. Wait. Yeah, so it's just kind of annoying when people are like, oh my god, your Uncle K's little sister, like, who's better, you or your brother? It's you. There's no competition between us. Like, there's absolutely nothing. There's no competition. But yeah, anyways, I just feel like there are so many DJs who don't get attention, and there's obviously these big DJs who are getting attention just because of who they are. And obviously, if you have a name for yourself, take advantage. But if you want to take advantage of another craft, then master the craft. Don't just do it and think you're sick and that's it. Do you know what I mean? And it's just like, so many DJs who are sick that I know don't get as much recognition as the DJs who are shit. But like, the creative world is a very, very funny world. Like, it's very funny. Like, it's very weird the way it works. There are a lot of fake people in the scene, in the London scene. And there are there's a lot of fake people. I was speaking to my G Veli. I'm gonna put his SoundCloud link down below because he's the next generation. When you see Veli performing, yeah, man's DJing for my guy. Veli's my G. I've known him since I was 18. I've known him for ages, actually. I've known Veli for a long time. He's like my go-to person when I'm talking about, like, Carti and, like, Uno and Fawny. Like, he's my go-to person. I'm talking about the industry world, the create. Oh, I'm having a really bad stitch under my boob. But yeah, like, when I'm talking about the industry and, like, you know, London scene and everything, like, he's my guy. And we're always, like, ranting about how no one supports each other. Like, honest to God, no one in London really supports each other. It is so hard to find genuine people, and I've experienced this for myself. People will pop up to me asking me to give them advice on DJ. Obviously, I'm not a rude person, in it. A lot of people do. I don't know where people got this, like, thought from, but a lot of people think I'm a very rude, stuck-up prestige bougie bitch. I'm a bougie bitch, but yo, I know on a rules, but it's just like I'm not at all, like I'm not stuck up, like I'm not rude at all. Like when people meet me, the two main things that people say when they meet me is one, they expect me to be shorter, that I'm tall. I'm not tall, but they thought I'd be short. And two, that they thought I'd be very, like, stuck up. Yo, I don't know where people got that from. But anyways, yeah. So I'll get messages from people, and people be like, can I have advice on DJing? Like, what should I get? What deck should I use? How did you start? Like, how long did it take you to perfect it? I'll tell them. I'll help people. Whenever they need help, I'll help them. Whatever, I'll put out their mixes for them. But it's just like, once I help them, and once they start doing their thing, they forget who you are. There are a lot of people in the London creative world or whatever. You go to these events, yo. If I tell you, okay, from the age of like 17, I started going to all these industry events. In Shoreditch, you know, I used to go to these V-Loan events, Places Plus Faces events. I still go, I'm not gonna, like, say bloody bang. Places Plus Faces. I used to go Cameo, if you don't know about Cameo, back in the day. I used to go Cameo, Ace Hotel, Curtains, like Scotch. Scotch is a shit club, by the way. Scotch is ass, bro. Scotch is the worst club in London. I don't even know if it's called it a club. Scotch is just shit. I've never enjoyed myself in Scotch, ever. I've never, ever enjoyed myself. It's just full of industry boys who just mosh pit to Shack West. It's just annoying. It's bloody annoying. Woo child, they ghetto, like legit. So obviously, I'll just be speaking to Velly, and we basically just said that, like, London, everyone's fake, and when I go to these events, it's like people talk to you because it's like they want to know your next move. They want to know what you're doing so they can try to surpass you. And it's like, I feel like that's with a lot of people. Like, a lot of people just bust conversation with you just so that they can know what you're doing, just so they can be ahead of you and try to, you know, do what you're doing plus more. And I'm not saying people shouldn't, you know, take tips and advice from people, but I'm saying that a lot of people do. When they talk to you, it's not because they're interested in your shit. They're talking to you because they want to do better than you. They don't really care about what you're doing. They just want to be the next big thing. And, like, if I talk about this certain person in London who I've experienced firsthand fakeness from, like, obviously I'm not going to say anything because I don't want to make it a big thing. I don't want to, like, it will be very, very, sorry, yeah, it will be very, very awkward if I do speak about it, but all I'm going to say, or if I do mention a person, but all I'm going to say is that, like, people will fuck with you when they're not big, and then when they blow, they will leave you, they will forget about you, they'll forget you exist, they will not say hello to you when they see you. And honestly, it's just a thing where you have to get used to. You have to get used to it in this creative world. Do you know what I mean? Like, a lot of people are fake, so when you find someone genuine, honestly, appreciate that person a lot. Like, really do appreciate the person, and like, just support each other. Support each other, because the creative world, it's a very small world, especially in London, and especially if you keep going to these same events. It's a very small world, so, like, support each other as much as you can. Like, my friend Ime, he has a clothing brand, and on his website he has a music page, and he put my mixes and a few other mixes on the page. It's like, bruv, if you're making clothes, for example, if you have an event and you have friends who DJ, tell them to DJ. Like, if you are a DJ, for example, if I was to ever have an event and I want my friends to perform or my friends to DJ and they're not known, I'll get my friends to DJ so they can put themselves out there, and they can have a day where they can just flex on people. Do you know what I mean? Or if I was to have an event, like, let's say if I was to do, like, just an event for the creatives, I'll have my friends performing, then I'll have some of my friends like promoting their brands, then I'll have some of my other friends DJing, do you know what I mean? And it's just like, instead of people in the creative industry to help each other, they only F with people who are higher up with them as well. They'll never support each other. They'll never support someone who's below them. They'll always try to support people who are higher up. And it's just so weird to see, like, such weird movements. That's why, honestly, it's like, obviously, I'll say hello to people, but I'm not really interested in making new friends with people who are in a creative world, because people are just so sus and they have such weird behaviour that I can never understand. Like, I'll never understand it. It's just weird. Like, if someone is below you, you wouldn't even want to say, not below you like that, but if someone like is not as known as you are, or doesn't know the same people that you do know, they wouldn't want to say hello to you. But when they do find out you know the exact same people and you're at the exact same events all the time and you're backstage with them, that's when they'll be trying to bum lick you. Not bum lick you, but that's when they suddenly remember you. So yeah, this creative world is very, very weird. There's a lot of fake behaviour. I feel like it's just a thing where you just need to not find necessarily, but just, and the thing is, it's like, I can't even say go to the right people for advice, because you honestly think people are so genuine, then they just suddenly turn their back on you and just act mad fake. But I feel like you just need to, don't rely on other people to help you blow. Like, you need to do shit from the start. Like, you need to do things by yourself. Like, get your name out there. Like, I've had people message me, and because I know certain people, they'll be like, yeah, connect me with that person. What talent do you have that I should be connecting you with that person? Like, you can't just be saying, you can't just be saying that I should connect you with someone and you have zero talent. That's how you know that people are just clout chasing. People just want the clout. I hate the word clout. I haven't even used that word in a long time, but people just want attention, basically. So, like, people will try to use you for your name. Obviously, I'm not that big. I'm not big, but because I know the correct people, because people have seen me with certain people, because of who my brother is, people try to befriend me. And it's just like, boom, like, I'll say hello to you because I'm a nice girl, but we're not G's. Don't think we're friends, innit? So yeah, do you know what? I don't even know the purpose of this video, but I just felt like I needed to just rant about everyone. Not everyone, but just people in the creative world, because it's just very weird. It's a very weird world out there, but I just feel like at the end of the day, you need to support your people, innit? You can't just be supporting certain people. You can't just be picking and choosing who you're going to support. If you have a friend, or even if you follow someone who's new to something, support their shit. Support goes both ways, and they'll really appreciate it. And the day you need support, it will come in handy. Like, obviously, honest to God, I've had more support of Twitter than any other app. Instagram, I'll have support. Snapchat, I have more support of Twitter and from strangers than I do on anything else. People who I call my friends, they barely share my mixes, if I'm honest with you. Like, a lot of people who are close to me, or a lot of people who I think are close, they barely share my mixes. I know a lot of people of Twitter who I have never really interacted, or who I interact with or have bants with. I'm a troll on Twitter, innit? I like to troll. I like to instigate beef a bit. I'm like my brother, but my brother's a bit worse. Actually, I don't know who's worse now, but yeah. But a lot of people promote my shit without me even asking, will tweet about my mix, like, will copy and paste their mix into a tweet and tweet about it. Like, do you know how long that is? Like, a lot of people do that, and honestly, I appreciate it so much. Like, support goes both ways, bro. Like, people I've never even interacted, people I don't follow will at me when there's DJ opportunities that come up. Like, it's so lovely to see, and I honestly thank everyone, and I'm gonna say everyone on Twitter, because a lot of my friends, like I said, they barely share my shit. Like, they barely support. Like, when I first started, bruv, I was seeing my mixes promoted by literally everyone. Now, hardly anyone does, and F you all. When you lot need something, don't come to me. When some of you are having events, don't come to me. I still have love for you guys, but don't come to me when you need a DJ for your events, boy, because from now on, this is probably, from next year, I'm charging. I don't care, innit? Obviously, there are some events I've DJ'd at that I haven't charged. There are some events I've DJ'd at that I've charged. from next year, if you're my friend or not, I don't give a shit. Unless you're my sis, like, if you're my sis or my bro, I don't really care, innit? But if you're my girl, no, if you're my girl, if you're my friend and you don't support me, boy, give me that dosh. Give me that dosh. But yeah, it's just mad. It's mad. I didn't want the video to be 30 minutes. Bloody hell, I talk bears. But anyways, I'm going to tell you guys where I got this hair from. So obviously, I'm going to quickly promote my girl Sandra. So obviously, I made this wig myself. It is by... Let me get a bag. I even have it just here. It's very cute. My favourite colour is not pink, but it's a very cute bag, so I left it. Sandra Mika wigs. I got 2 28s and 220... Wait, is this 28? Oh my god. 2 24s and 2 26s with an 18-inch closure. Yeah. Obviously, I used 2 bundles and like a quarter, or a bit more than a quarter of the 24 inches. So I'd only literally used kind of 2 bundles-ish, not that much. I have a spare bundle and I have like a lot of the other bundle left. I might add more hair later on, but I'm not really too fussed now because I like it. So this is a 24. This is how it looks when it's in the bundle. It doesn't shed, like it really doesn't shed. I've had it since last week, Thursday, and it doesn't shed at all. Like obviously it's like naturally brown, but I dyed it black. Honestly, like I love it. Like I honestly love it. She's the only person I ever trust in my hair ever. Obviously throughout the year I was rocking synthetic wigs because like, why am I spending bare money on my birthday when my birthday was soon? But yeah, man, Sandra's amazing. She's always doing deals. There's always like a permanent discount. I think it's SA10. So it's like a like that will always be there, and she's just so lovely, like a student friendly as well. The discount really did help because this was 240, but with the discount it was 216. But obviously with what you call it, like delivery and that, it came up to 220. But she's, like I said, she's the only person that I trust in my hair. Like I've known her for ages. She's lovely. Like honestly guys, she's honestly a lovely person. Like my first proper wig. I've had wigs before, but that was like my first proper wig I got from her. And like I got that 2 years ago, and I've just seen her shit grow for like 2 years, and it's just amazing to see where she's at now. Like honestly, like Sandra, if you watch this, I'm proud of you. Like you're honestly doing such a good job, and it's so lovely to see. Like I'll put her Instagram down below as well because she's doing big things. Like she's one of the best, if not the best hairstyle, like wig maker, whatever, that I know in London, if I'm honest. Like I'm not even saying this because she's my friend, but bruv, she's amazing. Obviously I made this wig myself because I was gonna get her to do it for me, but her appointments went quick, so I just done it myself. But yeah, I'll always support her, always. She's always gonna get my money when it comes to hair. But anyways, thank you so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. If you have any questions or whatever, leave comments down below, and I'll see you in my next video whenever I make one, because boy, I don't know. But bye.